And here we are for round 3 against a free AK. Very fantastic player. He plays a lot of different decks. I'm not really sure what we're up against, but our hand is pretty good. We're on the draw. He's playing green-black. We draw our forest, which is perfect. Blister Pod. Now let me tell you something about Blister Pod. Blister Pod is a card that I probably will never, ever in my life play. I think it's just awful. And he likes to play 2 of them. He's going to get me for some early damage. So I got the Sky Spawner. And I'm not playing my forest, so I'm hiding kind of that I'm a Sultai deck. No real reason to it, but he attacks, and so I attack back, so pretty easy to see. I'm ahead on this race already. And I get to slam this incubator drone. Yeah, he has pulse for evolving wilds. Okay, he should have done that on his turn if he missed a land drop. Like I was on the draw and I hit 4 lands, he didn't hit his 4th land, so that's a bit of a misplay. Or that signifies to me that he has an instant that he wanted to leave open. Maybe Grasp of Darkness or Complete Disregard, but why wouldn't... just pulsing and getting the 4th land is just more important. So when he attacks with Blister Pod here, he's obviously sacrificing it for Delve, so it makes me think he's got a Scavenger or a Gurmag Angler, potentially. But no. He just wants to play an Aven. So Blister Pod's like okay if you're sacking it to Aven, I guess. It's an engine card. But I'm more interested in just beating down, I guess. He's playing a little bit slower than me right now. 3/3, okay. Well, I can't really attack through that. And if he kills my morph, it's fine. Hopefully I can just get it back with a pulse if he kills it, but I can flip it, get back Oblivion Strike, which will be really good. Oh, he attacks. Okay, maybe he'll play like another one or an angler. Another one. Okay. Ooh, Bone Splinters. So now I can actually I can flip it and play Bone Splinters. Ooh, this is a misplay. Ooh, this is a really bad play. Flip, take 4. Well, I guess I only missed 2 damage. That's still bad. I should have done that attack with that Sky Spawner. Yeah. It's good for me to see my play and where it can be improved. So he has Pulse, Corpse Churn getting back, Scion Summoner instead of Blister Pod. So he's playing a little bit of a Golgari grind. I'm pretty sure the blue cards will win though. If the game goes late. Like, I think the Lore Master plus Treasure Cruise are just too dominating. So I got another 3/3 flyer, which I must kill. He's got an Aven, alright. He's at 7, should be at 5. And Gurmag Angler, okay. He's playing some big threats, and my life total's kind of low too. So here I lead off with a Cruise, leave an Oblivion Strike in the yard. And I don't have any creatures to get back with the Pulse, which is a little awkward. So I just play the Nantuko Husk, since the life total race is a little close. Read the Bones is good for him. Grasp of Darkness, kill my guy. Now, I don't sack anything to it, because even if I sacked 1 or 2 guys to it, it would still only be a 2/2. Well, if I sack both, and here I can just double block. And it's actually pretty good for me, because it lets me pulse back a Lore Master. So his board got a little heavy because of the Gurmag Angler. And I really just want to hit a land. I just want to be able to do more things in one turn. I'm kind of like mana screwed with 7 lands because I can't do that much. So here I do the unthinkable and I play 4 mana 2/3 don't sack. I think the 1/1 is good against Entuko Husk at being able to chump. And he has another removal spell, another creature. And now he could pump his Husk 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Really just twice, because the other creatures that we're attacking are going to get in for 2 regardless. And another play. And a Gurmag Angler. Okay. Just a quick poll. I kind of did a survey with myself when I was playing this game right here. He's up 6 cards in library on me. 5 creatures to none. I'm up 3 life points. I have 7 land and a bunch of good cards in hand. But I'm pretty certain that I have a very, very, very small % chance to win this game, if at all. Let's proceed. Oh, we still can't hit a land. We can pulse back maybe a Visionary to try to hit a land. Yep. I think I can play Visionary and Emissary, but just hope to hit perfect. I really wanted to do that main phase because I have so many comes into play tap lands. So this is going to allow me to do more things next turn. He plays Read the Bones, Mortuary Mire, putting Gurmag Angler on top. Yikes. So here we kind of have to double chump because Entuko Husk would deal, a lot of damage, and the Angler would deal a ton of damage. So we go down to 10, and figures we hit a land. We kind of wanted a land, but we don't get a land. So here we kind of have to just start vomiting out our hand and chump blocking. We are going to sacrifice a token since it's not that important. We do hit another comes to play tap land, so good thing that we did, sack that token. So we're getting to the point where we can almost start Lore Master looping. He's got Bone Splinters to kill our 2/3, which is an actual good blocker, which is a problem. If he has anything else big here, he has the Angler. Again, we still look like we're just deader as a doornail. So we can trade with the 2/2 there, and he can now if he has to sack something to his Husk. But he chooses not to. I think that's a misplay. He should sack that Manifest and save his Nantuko Husk. I was incredibly surprised when he didn't do that. So that makes me think that his Manifest is really good, potentially. But we're at 4 life and he's got 14 power in play, and we have nothing on board. Again, let's stick to it. Let's see what we can do. We have an Emissary and an Aeronaut, and we are going to leave Pulse open so that we can go to 10 life. And he just attacks. For some reason, he doesn't attack with the Vulturous Haven. Well, I think the main reason is he doesn't want to die to a crackback. He is actually only at 3 life. So he must not have drawn anything relevant in hand. So we can chump, double block the 2/2 and only lose one of our creatures. Play Pulse, go up to 10 life. Get back Elvish Visionary just because it draws a card and costs 0 life and is cheap. And we really just need to draw Bone Splinters and or Oblivion Strikes to deal with these Gurmag Anglers. I drew Blister Pod for turn. Okay, just another example of awful card. Okay, so we have a Treasure Cruise manifested. That's annoying. Oh, that's what we manifested on our Sultai Emissary. Draw another Sultai Emissary. Play it. And now we use the Sultai Emissary to Bone Splinters his Gurmag Angler. We manifested another Treasure Cruise. Drawing Treasure Cruise would have been perfect at any point in time here. since that's supposed to be the card that wins us the trump. I figure we might as well just play this morph down now. If he kills it, he kills it. We're in a really bad spot if he kills it, but he doesn't. He does have Corpse Turn to replay another Gurmag Angler, but he's scared to attack with his Vulturous Haven again. Like, if he attacked with Vulturous Haven, we only hit him back for 1, and then he hits us back for more. Like, pretty sure he should attack with this. So the plan now is triple block, kill his guy. Next turn, untap, get back Pulse, get our life total back up, cast Pulse, get the second Lore Master. So this deck is pretty sweet in that the second Lore Master is coming into use rather than their Tamir control deck that only had 1 in the main deck. So having 2 in the main is actually great. So we don't attack with anything. We're planning on double blocking the Gurmag Angler, but he doesn't attack because he knows I have Pulse. So we just Pulse anyway. Go up to 11, play it again. Draw another Treasure Cruise, which is perfect. It's like the best top deck ever. Hit another Pulse. Okay. So now we can play another Lore Master. Play Scion Summoner. Attacks. I probably should triple block. That's a mistake. I remember I don't. If he has Grasp of Darkness here, he gets a bit of a 2-for-1. Not really, because we can just pulse it back and go infinite loop on him anyway. But he doesn't, and we're fine with the way things are happening. So somehow he has no cards in hand, no Gurmag Anglers in play. We have 1,000,000 cards in hands and the Pulse of Marasa loop going. So we can draw more cards, we can sacrifice creatures. If he wants to trade with our 4/3, we're totally fine with it because he knows we can loop Pulse of Marasa, and he sees the writing on the wall and scoops. So again, in the grind matchup, us having blue cards is way superior. He needs to be fast and get like a quick Gurmag Angler out and play, which we can't answer. But we have 2 Bone Splinters, 4 Oblivion Strike. We bring in the Reeve Souls, the Complete Disregards to kill all of his other little creatures here, and we bring in the Sweepaways as well to help reset Delve cards. So that's game 1. Game 2, this hand's fine. We have Duress. Guess we sided that in because of like it gets Pulse, Corpse Churn, Read the Bones. So we took, that was a little quick, but we took a Pulse of Marasa, the Duress revealed, Corpse Churn, Aven, Forest, Sign, Summoner. So he can play Corpse Churn on turn 2, but there's no creatures in his graveyard, and it doesn't gain himself 6 life, so I'm pretty sure Pulse is just a way better card. And he does hit, he hits the Sultai Scavenger. Now he could have taken the Corpse Churn because it makes it so his Delve isn't as good, but I'm not worried about it. If he like plays a quick creature out here, we can usually just kill it, but we draw the worst card in our deck there. We kept a 2-land hand, haven't drawn a land, and drawing Treasure Cruise this early is pretty bad. So we're really behind now. We only break 1 turn, but we do draw come to play tap land, so we're taking a 1,000,000. Might as well chump block here and make it 2/2. Get a Sky Spawner, which is fine. He's got Aven to draw some cards, so we're not dead yet. So I think we just complete disregard his 3/3 flyer, just in case he has something like Alter's Reap. We can trade with this 2/2, quite easy trade. And now he's got Angler. Alright, well if we hit untap land, we're fine. We don't. If we hit untap land and we just Oblivion Strike his guy, we're in a good position. But now, we kind of have to play Visionary chump, hope to hit it comes into play tap land or any land, and we don't. So we have to chump. Otherwise, the removal spell next turn would just crush us. He's got another angler, and we draw, comes to play tap land now. So I just concede. Basically, we could have played a Sky Spawner and like double chumped. One Oblivion Strike next turn. We'd have been at 8. Double chump, play 1. Then we would have gone to 1. There's a chance we could crawl out of it if he had nothing, but that is actually really out of character for me. I normally would never concede. But I felt like we got a little bit unlucky in our draw step, so I was not happy about playing a game where I thought I was like less than 1% to win anyway. Okay, so game 3. This is our hand. I think I keep it. It's not very good, but I don't think we're going to die super fast, and I'm just averse to mulligans. I feel like when I lose by mulliganing to Oblivion. And we draw a Vulture save, which is good. Now any other creature we draw is going to give us some gas. We drew the green source, which is fine. Again, he's not pressuring our life total at all. Sleep Away is pretty great here. We definitely use it because it's the whisk away effect of time walking him. He has the corpse turn to make himself not have to draw that card again. If he puts it in his hand, and he has a chance to not be mana screwed and hit land next turn. So this is an interesting play. I just play 4 mana Sign in Blood. Since if I draw a Pulse, I can get the guy back, and I really just need to draw cards. I'm so far ahead of him, but look how flooded I am, and he's mana screwed. Mana screwed will always beat mana flood if the time is right. So, geez, I Treasure Cruise and hit a 2-drop and 2 more land. This is absurd. So he's drawing out of it now. He's got 6 cards of gas. Right on time, I drew my 7-drop, which is pretty good. I'm not going to gain 5 life, but I'm going to force him to answer it. Or at least stem the bleeding. So here I can play Sultai Emissary, and I think I just Bone Splinters the Nantuka Husk right away, and then beat down. I manifest an Aven, which I can flip. And so I got him on the defensive here. He can sack his guy, draw some cards, end a turn. I'll flip. Complete disregards, pretty good. I'd rather hold it though and just Reeve Soul his Vulturous Aven. Bash for a lot. He chumps. So Ruin Processor is really good against him because it even puts his Gurmag Anglers on chump block duty. Now, he plays Gurmag Angler with 1,000,000 cards in library and leaves 3 mana open. And then attacks, which is a fine attack. And I Treasure Cruise, that's perfect top deck. So I'll save the Bone Splinters just because that's good if I hit a Lore Master. I draw triple Elvish Visionary, and I can cast them all this turn. So I do them one at a time. Another tap land. Aven, very good. And Pulse, very, very good. Okay. Now, when it comes to my attacks, I don't attack with Ruin Processor because it makes me think that he could have Butcher's Glee. Would be one of the only cards that I could see losing my Ruin Processor to. And I can only lose my processor if I get in combat with the Angler. So yeah, like he's kind of hoping that I block with Ruin Processor right now, so I think I'm fine just chumping it. So here I'll just lead with Elvish Visionary. Draw Treasure Cruise, which is really good, but might as well play the Aven. Sack the Summoning Sick Visionary. We can complete disregard. Kill the Sultai Emissary. And then bash. So he has to chump block. Manifest with a spell. Corpse Churn is going to get back Vampire Envoy or Vulture's Haven. He gets back Vampire Envoy. Plays it, which is just going to die. Again, he's still attacking, which to me means, I don't know, I'm just going to take it. If he has Butcher's Clee, I think he needed to play it there, just so he didn't lose the swing of the race, but he has another. And he still has 3 mana open, so I figure he still has Butcher's Glee. So I Treasure Cruise. Draw Oblivion Strike. Kill his guy. And he has Pulse of Marasa. Okay. So that puts him up to 15. I kill his guy. And now on my attacks, I choose to leave both the 1/1s back just because, you know, they're not really relevantly attacking his clock. And I can, just in case he like has Glee, I can still chump. I wouldn't want him to play like a removal spell plus attack with a Glee. Hit me for a ton and gain 1,000,000 life. So he casts Pulse, getting back something. Don't really care. Scion Summoner. So I beat down for 4 in the air. He has to chump. He can't have Butcher's Glee open that turn. That's why I feel like it's safe to attack into the Grimwald Angler. And he did have 8 power in play, but I have complete disregard, so if he decided to triple block, I can beat it. And here I just play Lore Master Flip, kill this guy with Oblivion Strike. So really just taking the Butcher's Glee out off the table. And maybe he doesn't have it, but he was playing like he did. So I just kill this guy with complete disregard. Treasure Cruise, hit mono gas spells, Oblivion Strike his flyer, beat down with everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, yeah. And that's game. So in the grind matchup, you want to be Sultai, not Golgari. Mainly because you have to play suboptimal cards, like Scion Summoner's not that great. Blister Pod's bad. What else has he got? Corpse Churn's not great. Grasp of Darkness is definitely inferior to Oblivion Strike in this deck. And Angler's really good, but I try to play as many answers to Angler as possible. Okay, on to the top 4.